I don't want to set the world on fire.
Please welcome Tom Dummey.
A flame in your heart.
I'm here, and your
In
white
my
privilege isn't
heart, I
going to save
have
you
but
tonight, okay, guys?
one desire, and that one is you. No other will do. I've lost all ambition for worldly acclaim.
Any government is to monopolize as much violence as possible in order for it to inflict it on as many citizens as possible.
I've been on this like weird anarchist arc for a few months now. This is playing by their rules, exactly how they are written.
I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start a flame.
You're watching the Dog and Chicken Show. Like, share, subscribe.
That's right. It's time for the Dog and Chicken Show. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for another episode of the Dog and Chicken Show, the most illustrious, the most intense, the most informative, dare I say, immaculately accurate over the years, greatest podcast you'll ever tune into. I am Chicken, of course, and guess what, folks? Fuck you. It's pre-recorded, and you're going to like it because this is going to be a good one. Anyway, Tony, what's up, brother?
I am the quadruple distilled, non-chill filtered, non-coppa friendly, 13-time RWP champion. And damn, yeah, it is. It's pre-recorded, and y'all are just going to have to suck it up. But yes, I am Tony fucking G. Follow me at Tony the Rod 2.0. It's almost flawless on TikTok. Came close. And follow my kid, Striker G, on YouTube, because we need to get that sub count up. He hit 112 this week. I was dropping him off the other day at school, and he was chugging this stupid little bottle of juice. And I'm like, here, hold on. I got his YouTube channel up, and I pulled up the shorts button. So I recorded him chugging this juice, and I set it to the It's Corn song, 14,000 views.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Makes no sense. None. And then I uploaded like 3 more. They got like 15 views. There's no rhyme or reason to use the algorithms on any platform. That's the only reason this show is not seen by millions, and I mean millions, because the algorithms don't make sense, and they hurt those who give the best content. But and speaking of being
that's why, folks, you have to be the notification.
It's you.
We can't depend on people clicking bells and all this. You have to share this. You have to find somebody, even if it's going to piss them off. Especially if it's going to piss them off. If you got a liberal bitch friend, send it to them. It's going to be a good time. I'll take the comments. Let's go.
Speaking of being hurt, what are you sipping on there?
Right now, I'm just doing a bullet bourbon. But I do have. I don't know if I got my Common Sense Maker's Mark that I've been polishing away. A little bit of Russell's 10 I still got to polish off.
You're almost done with that bottle? You just picked that up.
I know. It's good.
Dude.
And then I don't know, just because of the folks since you can't give us shots, and I know Justin's going to be like, so I get double shots next week, right? No, Justin, fuck you. You don't get double shots because I'm going to stop you from double shots the following week by taking at least one.
That's fair.
Maybe 2 of these. Maybe Tony will join in on blocking.
Oh, yeah, I can do some. Yes, I don't have a shot glass, but damn it, I got some shooters. So yes,
all right,
we can make this happen. I went bigger. I've got some ice, starting out with some Bookers on the ice, on the rocks.
Bookers.
This is I've been babying this one because I really like it. It's the pigskin batch from 2020.
Nice.
I don't have a lot left, so I've been babying it. So I go back to it once in a while. I think next I'll probably jump back over to the old Granddad Bonded, just because this is really easily findable now that I've found it. I can literally get this in Geneva. Yeah, I found it in Geneva now, so go figure. Yeah. So I'm not too worried about polishing that off.
I hate that you go hunting for a bottle and you're like, fuck, I haven't seen this in like a year. And then you get it, and then everybody's like, oh, yeah, that's over at Grand Central. And you're like, what? Yep. Like, God damn it.
Of course. Yeah, it's of course. Shit.
Anyway, folks,
bourbon hunters,
fucking assholes. Anyway, folks, we have some fun tonight because, you know, we love our government so much. We just like to point out all the great things that they have ever done, especially to citizens, not only in our country, but other countries as well. So, yeah, we're going to do this. There's an article. It's from wariscrime.com, and they list the top 13 most evil U.S. government human experiments is what they call it. We're just going to say top 13 reasons why your government sucks.
That's fair.
It's up there. Yeah, all of these are up there.
And this is only the stuff that we can almost confirm that they've done.
Yeah, no, all this is, I'm pretty sure all this is confirmed.
Okay, so this is only the stuff that's been confirmed. We can't even account for all the stuff that we can't confirm, which is even scarier.
Yeah.
But, you know, so, I'm sure the CIA and the FBI are on our side, and they don't do any of that bad stuff now. Right, lefties?
Here comes that first comment.
What's that, Joe Peskoff? I'm a racist. Got it.
No, he can't watch the show. I kind of.
Oh, that's right. I'm a white supremacist. That's right.
Nazi. Everybody's a white supremacist until they're not.
Until they're not.
Yeah. Even nope. Shut up, chicken. It's too early to start.
Way too early.
This is a close one.
Coming at you, Alyssa Milano.
I was gonna go religion, but
oh man,
yeah.
That's going to be a fun
You and
episode.
Phil always tell me not to do it, and I usually don't.
I never said not to do it. Eventually, we're going to have to do it.
It's about
going to be glorious.
hour and 45 minutes in when I usually do it. You know, it's like chicken half crocked. Like,
so yeah, if we're going to do religion, like let's base the episode on religion and not like an hour and a half in and we're shit faced and chicken's like, you know, the Bible, man. No shit, not now. This is not the time. This is the place. It's not the time.
I'll just say the worst religion is atheism. They suck at it.
Does that even
They're not useful.
Qualify as a religion?
Well, they try to. Well, they act like it is. They're like their own cult.
Yeah.
Okay, sidebar. I guess let's throw this in there. They are the most useless or whether you believe in something or not, they're the most useless people out there.
Okay.
Like
Explain.
What good? An atheist. Like a devout atheist. What do they always do when you're like, oh dear Lord, please help me? And they're like, oh God, stop it. That's not real. Yeah. And they just shit on everything. They're cunts. Fuck them. They're useless. There's no hope. They give there's nothing to look forward to. They just think everything's a light switch and it just turns off and we all just disappear. That's not useful. What
doesn't have to be useful if they're right, though. It doesn't matter if it's useful or not.
Yeah, no, everything matters if it's useful.
Well, not if nothing matters after the lights go out.
Well, it matters in the moment.
I mean, there's a very intense nihilistic approach to atheism. It's as intense as the fever dream that is Catholicism. That's what I like about atheism and Catholicism. It's the yin and yang because they're both so intense on what they believe. I know it is negative. But
at least Catholics will joke around about their own priest diddling kids. Okay,
some do, some don't
do.
Like it.
Yeah, not
some are fans.
Yeah, some are fans. Oh my God. Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ.
Well, this got off to a good start.
Yeah.
I don't know how we did that. All right.
Yeah, I'm glad we did that. Should we start with number 13 on the
okay, list? And why is it a baker's dozen unlucky 13?
I don't know. I found a couple other. There was a 20, there was a 15. I don't know why 13 just stuck out to me. This is the one that I clicked on.
Okay. All right.
And I don't know, I didn't read the whole thing. I just like looked at like the topics of the 13 and I was like, oh, I've heard of that. Oh, I've heard of that. Oh, I've heard of that. And I was like, okay.
I'm willing to give it a shot, but if we get some bad unlucky mojo, I'm blaming you.
All right. Well, with unlucky mojo, let's start with the Tuskegee experiments in Alabama.
All right.
So here it says the recent uncovering of the U.S. exposing Guatemalans to syphilis brings back to mind this infamous study. Between 1932 and 1972. Wait.
What?
The U.S. Hold on. I need to go back to that first sentence. The recent uncovering of U.S. exposing Guatemalans to syphilis?
So.
Okay. Hold on. I got to look this up.
I would like some explanation to this. What purpose did it serve to give Guatemalan syphilis?
That's not even the Tuskegee experiments. That's what I'm confused by. Like, why did you even mention that?
Apparently, that was
Guatemala syphilis experiments. Now I got to look this up. Sidebar.
Is that just some kind of goof? Folks? Like, hey, while we're at it, let's give everybody syphilis.
All right, the Guatemala syphilis experiments. Again, folks, this isn't on the top 13. This is just a sidebar that we happen to run into while reading. Conducted in Guatemala from 1946 to 1948, the experiments were led by physician John Charles Cutler, who also participated in the late stages of the Tuskegee syphilis experiments. Doctors infected various impoverished groups, including but not limited to sex workers, orphans, and prisoners with syphilis, gonorrhea, chancroid. Without the informed consent of the subjects, the experiment resulted in at least 83 deaths. Studies continued through 1953 involving the same vulnerable populations in addition to children from state-run schools, an orphanage, and rural towns. Though the intentional infection of patients ended with the study on October 1st, 2010, Secretary of State of Health and Human Services formally apologized to Guatemala for the unethical violations that took place. They condemned the experiment as a crime against humanity. Multiple unsuccessful lawsuits have been filed in the U.S. Okay, I never heard of that.
I don't, but why? Well, usually these alphabet groups for the government are like, there's a big picture. Like, there's a reason. This is like flat Earth. What's the point? Why? Who does this benefit? I'm so confused. This is bad. For the sake of being bad, I don't get it.
Let me see if it says.
Wait, where's the silver lining?
Yeah, it really doesn't say anything came out of it.
What the fuck? All right, well, great start. Your government sucks. That's just rude.
So, yeah, let's just give kids and people syphilis for fun.
I didn't know this was the direction we were going with.
Neither did I. That kind of threw me off. Anyway, so back to Alabama.
way to start this thing off on a bummer.
Yeah, super bummer.
Enjoy your STDs.
Between 1932 and 1972, researchers recruited 400 black sharecroppers in Tuskegee, Alabama, to study natural progression of syphilis. But the scientists never told the men that they had syphilis. Instead, they went around believing that they were being treated for bad blood disease, as researchers used them to find out the extent of syphilis symptoms and effects. So they wanted to know what
there's ghosts in your blood.
They're like, hey man, like we've been treating this disease for a long time and we've never seen how far it can go. Basically.
Yeah. What happens if we ramp up this syphilis?
Aren't there studies on syphilis from hundreds of years ago that told you what happened? Like syphilis still kills you.
Yeah. Well, okay, but those only go so far. Like, we need to see just how decrepit and nasty somebody can get because, science. It's for science.
For science, yeah.
For science. It's for science. I am the science.
Yeah, easy there, Fauci, you son of a bitch. 1947, penicillin became the standard cure for syphilis. How about that? But along with withholding information about disease, scientists also forgot. They forgot.
Oh, you ever forget? Happened to me.
They forgot to tell their subjects that they were being treated, what they were being treated for already had a cure. And so the study continued for 30 more years.
You ever forget for 30 years?
Not days, not weeks, not months. 3 decades.
After 10 years, like I feel like it might be slightly intentional. After 20 years, after 10 years, shame on you. After 20 years, shame on me. After 30 years, you're dead.
Yeah, pretty much. Now we know what syphilis does to you.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, that's pretty shitty. Pretty shitty deal. Had a cure. Just forgot for 30 years. God. I feel like that's going to be kind of how a lot of things that afflict us today happen. We're just going to find out, well, yeah, we had the cure for like 20 years, but like it takes time and research to make sure that these things are safe and effective. You know, like all medicine's supposed to be.
Yeah. So once all this was discovered, the backlash of the study was so fierce that President Bill Clinton had to make a formal apology stating that he was sorry that the government, in quotations, orchestrated a study that was so racist. Sadly enough, it would be horrific, but one of the more docile evil human experiments ever conducted by the U.S. government.
Boy.
So they wanted to see what syphilis would do, and they only infected black people in Alabama.
That seems a little targeted.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay, yeah, that's a little racist. I'll agree. A little bit racist.
It's probably the only state at that time they can get away with it.
Fair. Well, when you put it like that, I mean,
yeah,
that it's not really their fault, is it?
Yeah. Shout out to all you fake Bama fans. Go Bama!
Row Tide.
We ever tell you that story? We give my brother so much shit because as soon as we fired Bo Pelini in Nebraska, he became a Bama fan.
I mean, of course.
Like and like the first time Bama's going to a national championship after that, he was like, yeah, go Bama. We're like, no, that's not what they say. I'm like, God damn it. So now every time Alabama loses, we're in a text string with like a bunch of brothers and my sister. And my sister will always pop up and go Bama.
Close.
Yes.
So close. So
beautiful.
Close. God, yeah. I'm an OG fan. The OG stands for God, I wish I knew, but I don't know. I don't remember.
Bandwagon fucking jumping. I was waiting for him to like
wagon.
He's going to be a Georgia fan by the end of the year the way it looks.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Anyway, ready for number 12?
After a beautiful start like that, I don't know how I couldn't be.
Yeah, this one's a little fucked up too. Fallout radiation on unsuspecting Pacific territories. After unleashing hell upon Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the United States embarked on numerous thermonuclear bomb tests in the Pacific in response to increased Soviet bomb activity. They were intended to be a secret affair. However, obviously, it failed. Detonated in 1954 over Bikini Atoll in the Marshall Islands. Where the fuck is that? Do you have any idea? I don't.
Bikini Atoll?
Bikini Atoll in the Marshall Islands.
That's is it down by
down by the bay? Marshall.
Coral Reef, Marshall Islands, which would be, I should know this off the top of my head, but I don't. Near the equator of the Pacific.
Okay.
Yeah, slightly west of the international date line specifically.
So it's one of those like
countries we took over but never let them become a state.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Good. Fuck them. We don't need any more senators. They just vote this shit anyway. Okay. So this bomb, it was called Castle Bravo. It was the most powerful nuclear device the U.S. ever set off. What they didn't expect was for the fallout from the blast to inadvertently be blown upwind onto nearby residents of other islands.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me we train snipers to like? Yes, northwest 45 degrees. Okay, adjusting 3 clicks, but atomic bomb scientists couldn't account for something as unpredictable as wind.
Yeah. We're really good as guys, just naturally as guys. We know how to fart in somebody's general direction. But we can't.
But nuclear fallout, no.
Yeah, you're asking for a lot here. Okay.
It's heavy. I didn't know the wind would. Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Anyway, the suffering included birth defects and radiation sickness. The effects were greater felt in the later years when many children whose parents were exposed to the fallout developed thyroid cancer and neoplasms. This created Project 4.1. Oh God, is this another one? Is this one inside of one inside of? We're gonna go fucking terrible shit your government did in Inception all of a sudden.
Yeah.
A study to examine the effects of radiation fallout on human beings. Essentially, it was the latest in a long string of studies where humans act as guinea pigs without giving consent, and a project remembered by the U.S. as a way to gather data that would otherwise be unobtainable. Sure. The U.S. moral standard. What? I've never seen that in a sentence.
The moral standard.
The U.S. moral standard.
Moral standard. That sounds like a contradiction. I don't know why.
Yeah, at this point, it kind of is.
Yeah.
History best remembers is that even though the radiation fallout on the people of Marshall Islands was an accident, no, it
wasn't. They said it was intentional.
They're like, hey, if we blow this up, there's going to be fallout. Oh, it might blow that way, but it's probably going to blow that way. Fuck it, do it. Like I think that's what happened. Sure.
Yeah.
In addition, perhaps the nature's way of adding insult to injury, a Japanese fishing boat was caught in the fallout. The fishermen fell ill, and one of them died, making the Japanese livid that the U.S. was still affecting them. Oh, man, yeah. Like after fucking dropping 2 bombs on them. And then they're like, hey, we ain't done. This motherfucker.
Yeah, he was fishing a little close to our waters, so here's the wrath of God.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
God. Just like you just had to take some more, didn't you? You just had to keep pushing.
I mean, again, who did this benefit? What did we learn from this?
We learned
nuclear fallout bad. Oh, because we didn't know that already.
Well, we needed to see what it did to people.
I think we did. I think we saw that pretty firsthand, actually.
Shit. Okay, maybe you're right.
Yeah. That doesn't sit right. Okay, no. So this is another really great example of why government sucks.
Yeah.
Thanks. This is getting really depressing, and we're only 2 in. Thanks.
Yeah. This one, the name of it, you're gonna really, really like, and this one actually is probably one of the less depressing ones. It's still kind of fucked up.
Oh, thanks.
Number 11, Operation Midnight Climax.
Okay, sounds pretty hot.
Yeah.
Is this which drug does this have to do with?
LSD.
Okay, LSD. All right. Here, was this the one where they had the prostitutes lure the guys in, and they'd feed them LSD unknowingly just to see how it would affect them.
Yep. Was it this one or was it God, there was one of these that Charles Manson was involved in.
It might have been this one. I think that's why I'm thinking of it. I think it was this one.
Because they were fucking with him with LSD, and they let him out of jail several fucking times.
Yeah, no, he was 100%. Like, there's not a doubt in my mind that he was not an informant, but an asset.
Oh, he was an asset. They wanted to see because they even trained him. We can look this up to make sure I'm not wrong, but I believe they even trained him on like different types of like not hypnosis, but like tactics of persuasion and how to pretty much they taught him how to be a cult leader.
Yeah, they did, and he turned out to be very good at it.
Yeah,
took to it really well. Yeah, weird.
Yeah, shocker.
Weird.
He took to it really well.
Yeah, fucking government trained and handpicked man. God, can't understand how he was so good at leading people into horrible things.
Yeah. You want to read this one?
Sure. Here's a government experiment that when you Google it has completely different image results than web results. Operation. Yeah. Operation Midnight Climax involved safe houses in New York and San Francisco built for the sole purpose to study LSD effects on non-consenting individuals.
Dude, should I Google it?
Yeah, Google it.
All right.
But in order to lure the individuals there, the CIA made these safe houses out to be, wait for it, brothels. Prostitutes on the CIA payroll, yes, that was a thing, lured clients back to houses. Instead of having sex with them, though, they dosed them with a number of substances, most famously LSD. This also involved extensive use of marijuana. So...
All right, so the Google search was not as great.
Uh-oh.
It's not that good.
Aw.
It's not worth it.
Disappointing.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
even the
scroll
images
down.
weren't that great.
That's disappointing. The experiments were monitored behind a two-way mirror, kind of like a sick, twisted peep show. Yeah,
Seriously?
like I can only imagine the operatives that were involved with this, like signed up for it because they had some weird.
This kind of sounds like a good time,
right? Yeah, it absolutely does. Furthermore, it's alleged the officials who ran the experiments described them as it was fun. Where else could a red-blooded American boy lie, kill, cheat, steal, rape, and pillage with the sanction and bidding of all the highest?
Oh my God. Yeah. No, that's super true.
Most horrifying part was the idea of dosing non-consenting adults with drugs they couldn't possibly know the effects of. Well, that's why they're doing this, though.
Was Bill Cosby running this operation?
He put the LSD under his tongue. Jesus Christ. I remember somebody talking about this not that long ago. I can't remember what podcast it was on. They say the video featuring a soldier talking about Operation Midnight Climax and experiences with the CIA and the U.S. government has been removed from YouTube. Yeah, that's what it was. The account associated with it terminated due to multiple third-party notifications of copyright infringement from claimants, including Surprise Philip Morris International. Yeah,
What?
there was actual footage of this, and it got to be really hard to find. Like it was supposed to be just like public domain, free to look up and see because it was out there, and yeah, weird that it got removed.
It's still got to be out there.
It is. Last I knew, anyway. Just got to dig for it now.
It was some dude that was like explaining what happened or what?
Yeah, talking about his experiences. Yeah, it's fucked up.
All I see is movie trailers.
I think if I remember right, I think this is covered pretty extensively. And I'm trying to remember the guy's name, but he wrote a book about Manson. It's not Helter Skelter. He was on Rogan.
Was it the newer one that he wrote?
No, I'm thinking of the original one. The original book he wrote that took like 30 fucking years to write. I think he talks about this a lot on that Rogan interview.
Is this the guy that like? Because there was one Rogan had on recently where he like started off with like just like a newspaper thing he was doing, and then it turned into like a book, and it took him like 20 fucking years to write.
Yeah, that's the one. Tom O'Neill. Yeah, Tom O'Neill. And his book is... I was actually going to buy it.
Yeah, it sounded fucking crazy.
It did. It sounded fucking
Chaos.
incredible. Yeah. Yeah. I might still pick that up because it sounded incredible. Yeah, it's the MK Ultra, Tom O'Neill, Charles Manson. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, and listen to that episode of Rogan. It's a good one if you haven't.
That one was fucking nuts. Here's the book. Yeah. Yeah, there was so much crazy shit in that one. So you can get it. Oh yeah, that's right. I have Audible, so I can just download it.
Booyah!
Booyah, dude! Audible's so fucking tits. I've gotten through so many books, dude. I hate reading. I fucking hate reading books. I can't stay that goddamn interested. But you know what? I can throw earbuds in and just do my work. I'll sit there Monday. I'm on the computer all day Monday. That's all I do. I just listen to an audiobook all fucking day.
I love reading a book, like an actual book. I can do it on a Kindle. It's not as fulfilling, but I like the feel of a book. But the problem is it makes me fucking tired. But the problem is once I get reading, I don't want to fucking stop reading, and I get more goddamn tired. So it's kind of hard. I
always have one book for the shitter that I actually will physically read. Otherwise, I do audiobooks. So the last one I finished on the shitter was Loser Think by God damn it, Dilbert guy. Why can't I think of his name?
Scott Adams.
Yeah, Loser Think by Scott Adams. It's a great book to have on your shelf above the shitter when people come to visit because they're like, it's like, you know, when you see books at people's houses, you kind of go, what kind of guy is this? Like,
yeah.
It's one of those ones where you're like, oh, this motherfucker's judging me.
That's why if you look at Phil's bookshelf, there's like a Bible and a Quran.
Yeah.
George Carlin.
George Carlin, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking great.
I don't know what to take away from this shelf.
I have no idea what's going on.
How to take over a small island country. How to hide a body. How to lose a guy in 10 days. Wait a minute.
Wait. The fuck, Phil? I did see that one there.
You read it.
Yeah, he had the hardcover.
Of course.
Yes.
Soft cover's in the bathroom.
All right. Should we move on to number 10?
Oh, is this a sexy of a story?
I don't know if it's as sexy, but the government gets a little more racist.
Well, I don't believe that's possible.
Pentagon treats black cancer patients with extreme... What? Radiation's bad enough. We have to go extreme with it.
How much more extreme are we talking? Because I thought radiation was already kind of the extreme, like, final choice.
Yeah, I don't know. In the 60s, Department of Defense.
60s.
Oh, this is the DOD did this. Okay. Performed a series of radiation experiments on non-consenting poor African-American cancer patients. All right. They were told they'd be receiving treatment, but they weren't told that it would be the Pentagon type of treatment. In quotations, Pentagon type of treatment. Meaning to study the effects of high-level radiation on the human. But how many fucking times do we have to find out what radiation does to the human body? I think we know.
You would think by now, with all the different ways to get radiation inside the body. And why do we have to do this on, like, non-consenting people who are innocent? Like, don't we have, like, prisons of, like, people on death row?
Tony, they made them sign forms, okay? To avoid litigation, forms were signed only with initials so that the patients would have no way to get back at the government. Oh, my God.
That's fair. Yeah, no, they're totally in the clear then. That makes sense.
Totally clear.
Slick.
Here's a similar case. Eugene Sanger, funded by the Defense Atomic Support Agency. DASA? Yeah. Sure. Conducted the same procedure on the same type of patients, the poor Black Americans, received about the same level of radiation as 7,500 X-rays to their chest.
Jesus.
Which caused intense pain, vomiting, and bleeding from their nose and ears. At least 20 of the subjects died.
What was the goal here? To kill them faster? What the fuck? Like, we already know. I feel like at the point where we started using radiation to treat cancer, we understood the risks and that you kind of had to tread lightly.
Yeah.
So what exactly would be the beneficial study here? We needed proof that radiation hurts your body?
I need to know how much concentrated radiation it takes to kill somebody.
We want to know. We want to know how much it takes to kill someone, so we can go just a smidge before that.
Sure.
Well,
we overdid it. We went 20. So we know 7,500 levels of an X-ray is way overboard. Killed 20.
This is like the dad. This is like the dad joke when your kid asks you, "How do they know how heavy the truck can be that drives over the bridge?" Well, son, you just take a truck and you drive it over the bridge with heavier and heavier loads until it crashes and everybody blows up. Then you just rebuild the bridge, and that's the limit.
Yeah, dude, it works.
I mean, it's tried and true. We tried it with chemo, apparently, in the 60s.
Yeah. There's no math or engineering or anything, that could, work.
I'm still trying to figure out how we couldn't account for wind with nuclear radiation fallout.
Dude. Okay, back to my fart analogy on that one. Dude, there's times where I thought I had it right and the wind shifted.
So
sometimes
you're giving the government the excuse of, well, the wind shifted.
Well, I'm also not a highly educated, just normal person. So I expect more out of the government.
Apparently neither's the government. Jesus Christ.
Well, then in that case, give me a job.
I'm surprised we didn't. The next one's not going to be treating nuclear fallout with more radiation.
No, I think we continue on with racist stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because we haven't got enough of that in.
Right. Tony, do you like Puerto Rico?
Yes, I do.
All right. Well, tell me about
51st state, in my opinion.
Tell me about this one.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Number 9, infecting Puerto Rico with cancer. In 1931, Dr. Cornelius, yes, that's right, Cornelius Rhodes, was sponsored by the Rockefeller Institute to conduct experiments in Puerto Rico. He infected Puerto Rican citizens with cancer cells, presumably to study the effects. 13 of them died.
What do you think the effects of giving people cancer is going to be?
This is 1931. I assume in the 30s we understood that cancer was bad and would kill you, right? So this guy wanted to confirm that infecting people with cancer would kill them.
We think, cancer might be... He kind of looks like Fauci. Cancer might be a bad thing. We need to confirm it by killing some Puerto Ricans.
Yeah. Totally fair, right? What's most striking is that the accusations stem from a note he allegedly wrote. The Puerto Ricans, are the dirtiest, laziest, most degenerate, and thievish race of men ever to inhabit this sphere. Holy shit. I've done my best.
I'm still cutting that out for TikTok.
Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, thanks for making me read this. I've done my best to further the process of extermination by killing off 8 and transplanting cancer into several. Are you fucking kidding me? All physicians take delight in the abuse and torture of the unfortunate Wow. Wow.
This guy's kind of a piece of shit.
Kind of. All right. Yeah, let's undersell it. A man that seems to be hell-bent on killing Puerto Rico through a cancer infestation would not seem a suitable candidate to be elected by the U.S. to be in charge of a chemical warfare project and receive a seat on the U.S. Atomic Energy Commission, right? But that's exactly what happened. He also became vice president in American Cancer Society.
Oh, wow. There's a tarnished legacy.
I'm at a loss.
This is why I still smoke, folks.
Wow. Fucking wow. Any shocking documentation that would have happened during his chemical warfare period would probably have been destroyed by now. Well, you know, at least we've got that nice little cliff notes of his thoughts on Puerto Ricans. Well, that was fucked up. Thanks.
So is cancer bad? Did we find out?
I feel like we did it. We did it. We figured it out. Cancer's bad. Thanks for your sacrifice, 13 unwilling participants that clearly didn't need to be infected with cancer. Holy shit.
Bad. We got it.
Thanks for confirming. So Dr. Racist Cornelius. Whatever the fuck.
Racist Cornelius. See, this is why we do this show. We're all learning together right now.
Yeah, I've never felt more informed.
Well, it looks like I get to read the Nazi one next. So,
well, let's clip that out for TikTok.
Fuck you, goddamn.
Yeah, why don't you here read this clip for Mein Kampf?
Operation
Keep it to 30 seconds.
Yeah, right. Operation Paperclip. While the Nuremberg trials were being conducted and the ethics and rights of humanity were under investigation, the U.S. was secretly taking in Nazi scientists and giving them American identities.
This we knew about, though. I mean, okay.
This was
just off the first paragraph. We knew this because it would be
NASA.
stupid not to do this, because if you leave these scientists out there, what's going to happen? One of the other axes is going to fucking pick them up. This made sense to a certain degree.
right.
I don't know that I would have given them American identities and, said, yeah, you know what, your crimes are forgiven. I don't know if I would have gone that far. Maybe a different kind of jailing would have been in order, where they do research and sit in a cell. That probably would have been reasonable given the circumstances. But what do I know?
Yeah. Well, it's a complicated topic, Like
very complicated.
That's there's a lot of names. We'll jump back into we'll see what they say on this one. Under Operation Paperclip, named so because of the paperclips used to attach the scientists' new profiles to their U.S. personnel pages. Why'd they block out Nazis?
Because it's an offensive word.
No, it's not.
You just got us canceled.
God damn it. Nazis who had worked for the infamous human experiments, which included surgical grafting twins to each... What?
Huh?
Which included surgically grafting twins to each other and making them conjoined, removing nerves from people's bodies without anesthetic, and testing explosion effects on them. Dude.
What? Okay, I'm still trying to digest the twin thing.
I'm going to read that again.
I don't know if I want you to.
Included surgically grafting twins to each other. Not conjoined twins. They weren't conjoined. They were just twins. We're going to make them conjoined. They removed nerves from people's bodies without anesthetic. Like the most painful thing I can think about.
Yeah, that literally is the most painful thing you can imagine.
But after they removed the nerves, then they tested explosion effects on them. Now that sounds like a fucking 8-year-old kid. Like what like
ripping the wings off of flies.
Yeah.
And then putting it in water or shit. Yeah.
And then throwing them and see what happens. Yeah. Like
holy crap.
Holy shit. This is dark. Okay. Anyway, Germany brought over their talents. Fucking
Jesus
talents.
Christ.
He described it that way. To work on a number of top secret projects for the U.S. Given then President Truman's anti-Nazi orders, the project, dude, they said Nazi right there, but they didn't up above.
Well, there's a hyphen, chicken.
And it's anti.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's okay.
The project was kept under wraps, and the scientists received faked political biographies, allowing these monsters to live on only American soil, but as free men. So it is not direct experimentation. It was the U.S. taking some of the worst people in the world and giving them jobs here to do unknown horrible experiments and research. Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm just wow.
Werner von Braun, he's one of the big ones that comes to mind. He was the head guy of NASA, right?
I think so. Good.
Yeah,
God.
Werner von Braun. Let's see. NASA Distinguished Service Medals were given out to Paperclip members. 1969, Kurt DeBus. He was a rocket engineer.
Kurt DeBus, don't rock, Kurt Bus, baby.
Eberhard Rees.
That sounds
he was a rocketry guy. Arthur Rudolph. He worked on the V2 rocket for NASA. Werner von Braun, of course. I already mentioned that. Ernst Geisler was awarded the medal in 1973. He was a German aerospace engineer after World War II. He came to the United States in 1945 as part of the Argentina Group, Operation Paperclip.
Okay, well, that was
interesting.
Yeah, sure, interesting. That's dark as shit. All right, who wants to take a shot?
What else did they do? Yeah, I'm pretty sure some of these guys killed some Jews.
You think? Yeah, somehow killing Jews was not like the worst of their atrocities when you consider, sewing people together and cutting out their nerves. Did I freeze or did you freeze? Chicken? If I'm not froze, I don't think I'm froze. Chicken is froze. Yes. He's definitely, oh my God. Looks like a cover of a Bill Hicks CD. The fuck? Oh man. Hey, Chicken, say nothing if say nothing if you want to take a shot of that shitty Canadian whiskey. No, I guess he does. That's unfortunate for him. Chicken, are you there? Chicken, are you good? Did your mind snap? Are you okay? Chicken, say nothing if you want me to give you a nut tap. And then there was just one. Folks, this is a great time to tell you the best thing you can do. If you like the show, here's what you do. Go over to Facebook, subscribe, be a paid subscriber for $5 a month. You know why? For one, it helps us keep this show going. It helps us pay for the software, the StreamYard, so on and so forth. But also, you're going to benefit from it as well, because not only does that mean that you get to give us a drink every show, that means you get to give us 2 drinks every show, possibly 3. No more do you have to worry about stars and spending $5, $10, $15, $20, $25, $30 on a beer chug or a shot. You can just subscribe once a month for $5 and give us a shot every hour, or give us a beer chug every hour. That is the bargain of a century, folks. Let me tell you, this is the easiest, most best way that you can contribute, and you're going to get more bang for your buck this way, because when you would have to pay for stars, it'd be $5, $10, $15, $20 per drink per show. Now you pay $5, one flat fee per month, and you get 2, maybe 3 per week. So that $5 drink that you were going to give us a show, now you get like 12 of those for $5. It's a no-brainer, folks. It's what you got to do. Chicken, it looks like you're back.
With that being said,
yes,
it's time.
I've got I've got a good one. This is Blue Chair Bay Banana Rum Cream. That was the first thing I pulled out of my drawer.
Nice.
Oh, it smells delicious.
Oh God, this smells like ass.
How's yours smell?
It smells like fucking I shit in a glass and poured whiskey on it. Go.
Worst Canadian Springs, eh? All right. Cheers. Cheers.
Here's to all you subscribers. Cheers, sir. Ting.
Thanks.
Oh God, fucking shitballs.
Oh my God, that's delicious.
This is like the one thing. Oh God damn it!
Ooh.
It's always the second swallow. It's so much worse. Oh,
I got to disagree.
I fucking know what Phil's like going through with that gin.
This is beautiful. I don't know why you're crying. Like, man, this is delicious stuff.
Eat a dick.
I'm gonna give you some more of those. Holy crap, those are good.
Fuck. Jesus. Yeah, I don't know what happened. My computer just randomly restarted, but whatever. I'm here.
Oh, you're
I
froze
just
for a
looked over,
while.
my screen went blue and said, your computer needs to restart. I go, okay. And then it just restarts. And then everything came back to like, okay, well, whatever.
No, but you were froze. You looked like a Bill Hicks CD for a while there. There was smoke in front of your face. It was great.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Should be the thumbnail of this one. Fucking
It could be. It just might be.
It just might be. All right. We ready for number 7? We're almost halfway through this, folks.
Bring it.
I hope you all have learned something or have been a little shocked and awed and disgusted like we have. Because I bet it gets better from here. It's only
Can only go up,
right? You'd think. I'd hope.
I'm not that optimistic, actually.
Me either. All right. Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay.
Should we
What was that I said earlier about us, experimenting on, bad people? Well, we did that too. There you go.
Do we? I'm not going to do audio. Let's just see
All
what the fuck.
Oh, this doesn't look good at all.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay. Oh. I don't even think we injecting inmates with Agent Orange.
I hit pause, and these are the suggested videos.
Jesus Christ. A thrift store, some food, and some paintings.
Jesus
If you liked injecting people with Agent Orange, you might also like this spring roll.
Jesus fucking Christ. That's terrible.
Here's a promo code for your nearest thrift store.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All
right.
Fuck.
That
was a video of what effects of Agent Orange could do to children of parents affected or even exposed to it. While he received funding from the Agent Orange producing Dow Chemical Company, the U.S. Army and Johnson & Johnson, Dr. Albert Klingman used prisoners as subjects in what was deemed dermatological research.
I wonder, Johnson & Johnson, where have I heard that before?
I feel like I should know what that is.
There's never been anything wrong, corrupt, or evil with that company, right?
No. I mean, look, to make an omelet, you got to break about 10,000 different eggs, to get just the perfect omelet. And they're just eggs. There's a dime a dozen. I mean,
they're just
really.
babies. I mean, eggs.
Yeah, just babies.
And, baby powder and, things that they might use.
I'm Carl Malone, and I love eating babies. The dermatology aspect was testing out the effects of Agent Orange on the skin. Needless to say, the injecting of or exposure to dioxin is beyond monstrous. To voluntarily do it to any human, Klingman, though, injected dioxin into the prisoners to study its effects. What did happen was that the prisoners developed an eruption of chloracne. All that stuff from high school combined with blackheads and cysts and pustulates, and they look like the picture shown to the left. Well, we're to the left, so no, it doesn't. That develop on the cheeks, behind the ears, armpits, and the groin.
I don't see a picture on the left.
I don't either. I just see us. Klingman was rumored to have injected 468 times the amount he was authorized to. 468 times.
Well, dude, he didn't want to be wasteful. What if that agent already ended up in the wrong hands?
Times the amount he was. Any amount should probably have not been authorized, but 468 times the amount authorized. Okay, gotta be thorough, I guess. Documentation to that effect has wisely not been distributed. God, I wonder fucking why. Jesus Christ. The Army oversaw while Klingman continued to test out skin-burning chemicals to, in their words, learn how the skin protects itself against chronic assault from toxic chemicals, the so-called hardening process, and test out many products whose effects were unknown at the time, but with the intent of figuring that out. During these proceedings, Klingman was reported to have said, and I quote, "All I saw before me were acres of skin. It was like a farmer seeing a fertile field for the first time." Using that analogy, it's easy to see how he could plow straight through so many human subjects without an ounce of sympathy. I'm
just a farmer planting seeds.
Yeah, I'm sure Phil would love being compared to this fucking literal human evil filth.
Yeah. Jesus
Christ. 400 and oh my God.
Well, you know what? They told him he can only use so much, and he was like, "I used it. They didn't die." Like,
no, you know what it was?
He doubled it. They didn't die. He doubled that, and they didn't die. He had to get to a number.
It was a typo. He read it.
Was supposed to be 4.32, and he did 430.
No, it was supposed to be one dose for 468 people each. He gave one person 468 doses a bunch of times. It was a simple mistake. It could happen to anybody.
Dude, charting, like, you got to make sure you're writing this shit down. And yeah, that's maybe that's what we learned from this was medical charting and the importance of it.
I too have taken, more ibuprofen than I probably should at a time or two. That's happens.
468 times.
Jesus fucking Christ. Like, you're not even playing like judge, jury, executioner at that point. You're like a child playing with Play-Doh at that point.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. This is just sick.
Yeah.
Can we go back to Operation Midnight next? No, even better.
Oh, because we didn't learn from the other atomic bombs. Human experiments to test the effects.
We learned. No. We just lost all the data. We had to do it again.
Yeah. So we're going to learn again. Oh my God, this is an hour-long documentary.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to watch the Moment in Time, the Manhattan Project. This is pretty fucking bad, though.
Yeah, this was the creepiest one. What was this quote on here? Here it is. It's the Hindu scripture Bhagavad Gita. He tries to say it here. God damn it. What was the fucking... Yeah, now I've become death, destroyer of worlds. It's like, this guy knew.
This is the face of somebody who gets off on having the power of a god.
Oh, dude, that guy fucking felt so much regret afterwards. Like, that's what most of that interview was him going, dude, after it fucking went, I just knew. Like, yeah, he knew he'd fucked up.
What the fuck did you expect to happen? I understand regret. But on the scale that we're talking,
yeah,
you had to understand.
I'll read here. While testing out and trying to harness the power of the atomic bomb, U.S. scientists also secretly tested the bomb's effects on humans. Yeah. During the Manhattan Project, which gave way to the atomic bomb that destroyed Hiroshima and Nagasaki, U.S. scientists resorted to secret human testing via plutonium injection on 18 unsuspecting, non-consenting patients. We see a pattern here.
Yeah, seems like need to know basis is
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
This included injecting soldiers with micrograms of plutonium for Project Oak Ridge, along with later injecting 3 patients at a Chicago hospital. Imagine you're an admitted patient, helpless in a hospital bed, assuming that nothing is wrong, when the government suddenly appears and puts weapons-grade plutonium in your blood. Dude, this is like superhero movie shit. Like, you would be like, oh, fuck yeah, I'm going to turn into Spider-Man. Fuck yeah.
I was going to go darker and say, like, horror suspense. But yeah. It's just like Captain America, which...
Yeah.
Dressed the part tonight for this. All right.
Out of the 18 patients who were known only by their code names and numbers at the time, only 5 lived longer than 20 years after the injection.
Jesus.
Along with plutonium, researchers also had fun with uranium. At a Massachusetts hospital between 1946 and 47, William Sweet, I bet he wasn't that sweet, injected 11 patients with uranium. He was funded by the Manhattan Project. And in exchange for uranium he received from the government, he would keep dead tissue from the body of the people he killed for scientific analysis on the effects of uranium exposure. So this guy had like jars of skin probably sitting in his house, in his office.
I like how most of these examples have really just been like the worst serial killer you could imagine, but with government funding.
Yeah. Holy shit. Yeah. That's
damn.
That's pretty fucking accurate.
Boy, I can't wait to go to sleep tonight. That's gonna be a fun dream.
Well, number 5 looks like it's what we talked about earlier already.
Well, gee, we've talked about so many things that were so fun and pleasant and not at all depressing in any way. What did we already talk about?
Infecting Guatemalans with STDs.
Oh, so we're going to circle back to that.
Oh, but Hillary Clinton apologized for this one. That's great.
Thank God. Jesus Christ. In the 1940s, with penicillin as an established cure for syphilis, the U.S. decided to test out its effectiveness on Guatemalan citizens. To do this, they used infected prostitutes and let them loose on unknowing prison inmates, insane asylum patients, and soldiers.
Okay, this is different.
Wait a minute. Okay, unknowing prison inmates.
We hired hookers to spread syphilis.
The government hired hookers with syphilis in the attempt to spread it and let them loose. First off, unknowing prison inmates. Okay, I can see that. Yeah, that makes sense. They're gonna fuck whatever comes their way. Sure. Insane asylum patients. That's a little
keep reading,
weird. And
reading.
Soldiers.
It gets better. Holy shit! This gets so bad.
When spreading the disease through prostitution didn't work as well as they'd hoped, they instead went for the inoculation route.
Dun dun dun.
Researchers poured
every conspiracy theorist watching this right now, their heads just fucking exploded, going, "I fucking knew it."
Researchers poured syphilis bacteria onto men's penises and on their forearms and faces. In some cases, they even inoculated the men through spinal punctures. After all the infections were transmitted, researchers then gave most of the subjects treatment, although as many as a third of them could have been left untreated, even if that was the intention of the study in the first place. But thank God, on October 1st, 2010, Hillary Rodham Clinton apologized for the events, and the new research has gone on to see if anyone affected is still alive and the afflicted with syphilis. Since many subjects never got penicillin, it's possible and likely that someone spread it to future generations. You know, it's times like this.
I'm having like so many thoughts right now.
It's like wall. It's like anytime somebody
syphilis across the border, build a wall.
anytime somebody says like, "Oh no,
If Trump would have ran with this story, well, why he wants to build a wall, all he had to do was talk about they're going to bring syphilis and they're going to bring drugs. Yeah, like he wouldn't have been wrong. Like, really, hey, Hillary Clinton even said,
all the people that spout off like, "Oh no, the government tries population control. They try to kill us off," and they're like, everybody's like, "No, you're just crazy." No, literally, this is exactly what this is. That's what this is. The willful spreading of syphilis. What more do you want, people? Like, yes, they absolutely do that. Okay, that's
oh my god,
that's great.
What is our obsession with syphilis in this country?
I don't know. I guess it's the most easily.
Ben Franklin had syphilis, didn't he?
Everybody had syphilis. 1800, late 1800s.
Well, yeah, that's probably true.
1700s, whatever.
Famous people with syphilis.
Oh, this will be perfect. I can't.
Let's see what comes up. I don't want to see photos. No. Over 100 celebrities with STDs. Let's see. Nobody knows who that is. Anne Hake. Is that how you spell her name? Yeah, from Fright Night. Yeah, she's got herpes.
What?
Yeah. According to this site, I'm at stdcarriers.com. Oh my god, that's a fucking great name. Hold on, let me share this. We'll all right, let's do this. This sidebar. Because this is what we do on this show. We just get distracted. Carlos Estevez or Charlie Sheen, HIV and AIDS.
We knew about Charlie.
Chelsea Handler has herpes.
Really?
I didn't know that. Changes my mind on a couple of things there. Let's see. I don't know most of these people. David Crosby has hepatitis C. God. David Hasselhoff has genital herpes.
Well, that's good to know. Next time we go to the Baywatch
that's
convention,
not surprising.
Double up.
That is not surprising at all. Oh wait, no way. A porn star's got HIV.
You're shitting me. No
way.
I'll be right back.
And Tony's Kids Interrupt Show. Sure. Let's see. Anybody else worth mentioning? Dennis Rodman. We all knew he had genital herpes. Let's see. That's it? Oh, no. There's multiple pages. Holy shit. All right. But then, all right. Now I gotta scroll to the top of the page. All right. Don't know. Who the fuck are these people? Oh, wow. Politician Hank Johnson. Hepatitis C. Jim Carrey has genital herpes. I didn't fucking know that. Holy shit. I'll be goddamned. Joe DiPaolo, HIV. Porn star has HIV. No way. Holy shit. Keith Richards, hepatitis C. I didn't know that. Kenny Neal, Laura Ron, I don't know. Liza Minnelli, genital herpes. Yeah, scroll to the top now. God damn it. All right, Mark Goldberg, porn star, of course. Mark Anthony, porn star. A lot of porn stars got AIDS. He died of AIDS. Let's see. Michael Vick has herpes. How about that? Michael Douglas has HPV. HPV, a lot of people have it and don't even know it. That is the scariest one. Naomi Judd, hepatitis C. Let's see. A former Hasselhoff, of course. Pam Anderson, we all knew she had hepatitis C. Paris Hilton's got herpes. Wonder where she got that. Let's see. Don't know. Get back to the top here. R. Kelly. Big shocker. Who else do we got? What the fuck? The dude from Disturbia? Shia LaBeouf. Yeah, he's got herpes. I love the picture. Herpes. I gave it to her. That's fucking great. Steven Tyler, hepatitis C. Let's see. Usher, genital herpes. Not a big shocker. Still didn't know that, but Billy Idol, genital herpes. All right. Well, the more you know, folks. There's some movie stars and actors and actresses you should probably not sleep with because they're not that clean. And they're probably just not good people anyway. So Tony's still tending to the kids. So I guess I'll take this moment. Again, Tony already kind of shilled the whole like subscription thing on Facebook. I'll kind of do it again, but like, yeah, it's more than just so you can make us drink. What you're doing is you're helping support us, make sure, like we've always done this for free. We, whatever, donations are donations, things like that. But when we're able to like count on a steady stream of just like a few people with $5, it helps us budget out a couple things like the software we use. It does cost a monthly service to run that. There's other ones we could use, of course, but we do prefer this one because, well, I don't want to teach Phil how to use something else. Phil's learned this one, so we're probably just going to stick with this one. So StreamYard's the way to go. Things like that. And, of course, we try to give something back on there. But, yeah, it's not only does it help support this show, it helps support Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast, KOE Nation, everything that we do on various different channels and shows. So any help you can do, get that subscription in there. Appreciate it. We'll do star shows every now and then to help drive some funding for some fun things we want to do, things like that. So all of your help over the last couple of years, very, very appreciative. Still got to pay taxes on all that shit. So is what it is. So we'll use that money very, very wisely. But without further ado, I guess we're back, and I don't know if I think Tony's back. I'll let him bring himself in when he's ready because he's probably got to reset his goddamn mic and everything. So that said, so we don't have to give a double shot to Justin next week. Oh, God, I don't want to do that. No, fucking do one more Canadian Spring. God damn it. I fucking hate this stuff so much. Perfect. So with a Glencairn, if you didn't know, you're like, oh, chicken's drinking out of fancy glass. If you get a Glencairn and lay it on a table and you get the table like level with the curve there and the bottom there, if it reaches the tip, that is a perfect 1 ounce shot. So when I'm pouring it and you see me kind of like playing down here, that's what I'm doing is I'm making sure it's an actual 1 ounce shot. So let's see if Tony is ready to join back in. All right,
I'm back.
I'm doing shot number 2 since we are on the second hour, and well, we're in a weird little break, so I figured what better time than the present. So
Let me see what I got here.
God damn, this
Oh,
shit's
no.
fucking stinky.
Well, let's see. I got watermelon pucker.
Oh,
Actually, this doesn't
Fuck
sound fun
you.
at all. I like watermelon. I haven't had pucker in years. I don't even know where this came from. Ooh, this might suck. All right, whatever.
I hope it
Fuck
does.
Thanks.
Cheers. Ching.
Cheers. Oh. Ooh.
Oh, God damn it. No.
Ew.
Ugh.
Oh. Ooh.
Fuck.
I'm not Ooh. It's not as good as I remember it.
Fuck you, Justin.
Oh, God.
It's better than what I had. Fuck you. Guarantee it.
Probably is, but I don't know. I'm glad I brought water back.
Jesus.
Wow.
All right. We ready for the next one?
Did I miss anything? Or you just talking about
I went through the whole celebrity list. There wasn't anything super shocking in there. Shia LaBeouf had a really cool picture on there. Let me see if I can't find it.
I mean,
it's an alphabetical order.
It.
Or Shia. I don't remember how to fucking say his name. Here, I'll pull it up here. So you can see the picture they used on there. I thought it was kind of funny. It's worth. It says,
oh my God!
I gave it to her.
Oh wow! Wow,
that's
all
fantastic.
Right.
So yeah, somebody really doesn't like Shia LaBeouf, which is a lot of people. But
didn't he like? Okay, I think it was Phil was telling me he like caught the attention of like 4chan or Reddit or some shit.
Oh no, I was telling you this. Yeah,
was it you? Okay.
They had a whole episode on Radiolab of how they found. Well, anyway.
Yeah, in a cabin or some shit.
Yeah. He planted a flag.
Okay, yeah, it was you.
And then he put a live stream camera on this flag, and like 4chan wanted to take that fucking flag down. And so like all these people on 4chan were like coordinating to try to like find noises on highways, interstates, and locate this fucking flag. It took them less than a day. They like coordinated with each other, were calling friends and say, hey, go drive by this road and honk your horn. And just to see if they could hear a horn honk. They'd be like, well, it's not there. Okay. So they would like start checking off all these fucking places. And it took them less than a day to find this flag and rip it down. But Radiolab took the episode down because it was trolls fucking with Shia. And like Shia like threw a big old fucking fit about it, and apparently it was racist and sexist and homophobic, and yeah, like it was all the bad things about 4chan. So, but no, like
actually, that's like one of the least offensive things to probably come out of 4chan.
I know, and like the Radiolab fucking, I only got to listen to half of it, and I went to go listen back to it, and they fucking deleted the episode. So I never got to, but it was fucking fascinating. Like what I had listened to was fascinating. Like how these guys were just using just basic shit. Well, they would have one guy just watching the stream and be like, well, I just heard a helicopter overhead. So then they would like, okay, let's look at aviation. We know it's in this general location. How many helicopters are flying? So then they got
something about they
get it narrowed down to like 50. Yeah. Well, yeah. There's all kinds of shit. There's all kinds of shit. It was fucking crazy.
It's just see, people, this is what we're talking about when we're saying, look, a united front, the government's afraid of, a unionized people, in harmony, because we outnumber. Yeah. We would outnumber them. But no, yeah, you're right. Let's just let them keep giving us syphilis and radiation.
Yeah. It's been working out so far.
I mean, proof that our government hates us and an organized population can probably prevent that.
Well, you know what? They'll never come after you as long as you're sitting in a city. You got nothing to worry about, right?
Yeah, you can be an unsuspecting guy just going into the hospital and bam, plutonium in your blood.
Yeah. Number 4, deadly chemical sprays on American cities.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Are any of these going to be fun again, or is this all just like totally downhill?
I don't know. Showing once again that the U.S. always tends to test out worst case scenarios by getting to them first, and with the advent of biochemical warfare. In the mid-20th century, the Army, CIA, and government conducted a series of warfare simulations upon American cities to see how effects would play out in the event of an actual chemical attack. So we're like, hey, what would happen in a chemical attack? Oh, I don't know. We should fucking chemically attack somebody and find out.
It'd be really bad.
Chemically attack.
Us?
It'd be really bad if there were a chemical attack. Oh yeah, that'd be the fucking worst. How can we prepare for that? Well,
let's try it out.
We probably better just have a chemical attack and just, gather data from that.
What was that Call of Duty song? I'm gonna try it out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try it out.
Oh, I'm gonna try it. Best song ever.
Best song ever.
Best
They
song
conducted the following airstrikes and naval attacks. Here we go. The CIA released a whooping cough virus on Tampa Bay using boats, and so caused a whooping cough epidemic. 12 people died. The Navy sprayed San Francisco with bacterial pathogens, and in consequence, many citizens developed pneumonia. In Savannah, Georgia, and Avon Park, Florida, the Army released millions of mosquitoes. Oh, Florida mosquitoes. Holy shit. Millions of mosquitoes in the hopes that they would spread yellow fever. In the hopes. They were hoping that they would spread yellow fever and dengue fever. The swarm left Americans struggling with fevers, typhoid, respiratory problems, and the worst, stillborn children. Even worse was that after the swarm, the Army came in disguised as public health workers. Their secret intention the entire time they were giving aid to the victims was to study and chart out the long-term effects of all illnesses they were suffering.
I'd just like to say at this point, everybody who was calling it racist, 2 years ago or so, when we would say, yeah, this thing probably came from a lab. And everybody said, no, that's racist. And how could you say that? A government, any government, would never do that.
Fucking racist.
Yet here we're at, we just tried to give people yellow fever.
Well, at least they didn't try to give me syphilis.
They'd already tried that twice. So,
I was like,
yellow fever.
Time.
Let's mix things up and throw in yellow fever.
Like, they rubbed syphilis all over my cock.
Yeah.
I got
not
over
a good
it.
lubricant. Not a good lubricant. The Dog and Chicken Show does not condone using syphilis as lubricant.
It's
bad lube. Definitely better options out there. KY, Astroglide, petroleum jelly. Not anything food related. No matter how sexy and delicious it might sound, you can get an infection. So no matter what your CIA agent, girlfriend suggests, she's just trying to infect you with syphilis. Don't actually use the strawberry topping as lubricant. I'm glad we got that out there.
You said don't?
Don't. Yeah, don't. Chicken, damn it. You're not supposed to have that anyway. Why would you do that?
I had a weak moment.
You guys have a lot of them. You have a nasty infection. And a sugar crash.
I had a really good time, though.
It was delicious. It was hot.
All right. Number 3.
Oh, top 3. Oh, good God. This dude just looks fucking horrible. Like, I feel like this guy is staring through my soul.
Fucking racist.
No, the guy, like, the picture of the guy is, like, making me uneasy. I think he's staring at me. No. Yeah, because I'm the asshole for having a preconceived notion that this guy's going to be an evil piece of shit after all the horrible things that we've talked about.
But why?
Yeah, I'm the racist here. No, this guy could be fucking any denomination, any skin tone. I don't give a shit. Like, everybody we've talked about on this list has been a horrible fucking person. Go ahead. Do you want me to read it?
Oh, yeah, you're up. You're on deck.
Oh, goody. Oh, I can't wait. This has got bad mojo written all over it. Number 3, U.S. grants immunity to involuntary surgery laws. Well, there we go. And I'm the asshole. Yeah,
wait, how do you perform surgery on somebody who's involuntary?
Okay, well,
Let's find out together.
We'll find out. Yeah.
As head of Japan's infamous Unit 731, a covert biological and chemical warfare research and development unit of the Imperial Japanese Army during World War II, Dr. Shiro Ishii, head of medicine, carried out violent human experimentation of tens of thousands during the Second Sino-Japanese War and World War II. Ishii was responsible for testing vivisection techniques without any anesthesia on human prisoners. For the uninitiated, vivisection is the act of conducting experimental surgery on living creature with central nervousness and examining their insides for scientific purposes.
So kind of like we do with worms in school.
Yeah.
So with humans.
So imagine those autopsy pictures of videos with a still living human being.
Yeah.
So basically, he was giving unnecessary surgery to prisoners by opening them all the way up, keeping them alive, and not using any anesthetic. So this is the worst kind of hell you can imagine in terms of pain and helplessness. Yeah, no, but I'm the asshole for assuming this guy's a piece of shit. Yeah. During these experiments, he would also force pregnant women to abort their babies. Forced pregnant women to abort their babies. He also played God by subjecting his prisoners to change in physiological conditions and inducing strokes, heart attacks, frostbite, hypothermia. Ishii considered these subject logs. Following imminent defeat in 1945, Japan blew up the Unity 731 complex, and Ishii ordered all the remaining logs to be executed.
Yeah,
mercifully, actually, that was probably the best thing for them at that point.
Yeah, I get it.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. That was probably the most humane thing he ever did in his life.
No shit. You know, you got to shred those documents when the fucking feds are coming. That's what that was. Not soon after, Ishii was arrested, and then the respected General Douglas MacArthur allegedly struck a deal with Ishii. If the U.S. granted Ishii immunity from his crimes, he must exchange all germ warfare data based on human experimentation. So Ishii got away with his crimes because the U.S. became interested in the results of his research without actually having to have somebody on their own side do it. That's good. While not directly responsible for these acts, the actions of the American government certainly illustrated it was more than willing to condone human torture for advancements in biological warfare that could kill even more people. Not a surprise, considering its past resume. Ishii remained alive until 1959, when, mercifully for everybody ever with a beating heart, this piece of shit fucking died. Performing research into bioweaponry was probably thinking up more plans to annihilate people in different Dr. Giggles-esque ways to this dying day. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Fucking Dr. Giggles. Oh, that's creepy as shit.
I get, like, if this guy had that type of research, like, they specifically said, like, biological warfare. I'm not cool with this guy, like, being able to live out the rest of his fucking life.
No.
This guy was obviously fucking evil human trash, but you got to get that information. You have to prevent not only to prevent other people from getting it, but to counteract it. Like,
right. Yeah.
Like, the research is there, the study's there.
There's probably a better way of going about getting the information, though. Like, I would assume.
Well, I don't think you have to let him live. We can make a deal and then kill him. We do it with people all the fucking time.
Well, that was kind of my thought.
We do it with citizens in this country all the time. Why not with some fucking Japanese monster?
That was kind of my thought. Like, you give him two options. You're going to die because you're fucking evil incarnate. Either A, you cannot give us the information that we want, and we do to you what you did to other people. Or B, you give us what we want, and we'll make it quick. I think that's much more reasonable. But, what do I know? Just saying.
Yeah.
Fuck this piece of shit. And frankly, fuck his descendants. If there are any. Literally, that is a fucking gene and just any offspring. Really, I just don't think needs to be in the human genome pool.
Yeah, there's a lot of those in the pool, though.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing. Why can't? Yeah, that's bad. That's really fucking bad. That's human centipede level shit.
Yeah. Well put.
Good God. Okay. There's only 2 left, right? Because they can't get any worse than that.
Well, we'll see. Mustard gas tested on soldiers via involuntary gas chambers. Involuntary is a word we've used a lot tonight. As bioweapon research intensified in the 1940s, officials also began testing its repercussions and defenses on the Army itself. Hey, guys, I don't know what this does. You want to find out?
So the people who, served their country government, those test subjects, involuntary.
Well, serving as what? A guinea pig? Yeah.
You got to do more for your country. How can I help? Get in this gas chamber and let us just hose you down with fucking mustard.
It'll be fun. Trust me. It's going to be fine.
Wow. We'll give you a hot dog for all that mustard gas.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what they said to the Jews. In order to test the effectiveness of various bioweapons, officials were known...
That'll be the one. That's going to be the comment that makes Phil fucking cringe. That's the one that Phil's going to be like, God damn it, you had to go there, didn't you, Chick?
I had to go there. I told you, it's always about an hour and a half in.
Yeah.
I go there.
You called your shot.
In order to test the effectiveness of various bioweapons, officials were known to have sprayed mustard gas and other skin-burning, lung-ruining chemicals like lewisite on soldiers without their consent or knowledge of the experiment happening to them. They also tested the effectiveness of gas masks, and hey, they gave him gas masks and protective clothing.
Oh.
Hey, dude, they gave him clothes, they gave him gas masks. And then by locking soldiers in a gas chamber and exposing them to mustard gas and lewisite, evoking the gas chamber image of Nazi Germany. I was right.
So it's kind of like being like, hey, look, this is going to be kind of a hands-on experiment, field training. Here's some paintball gear. Now go stand over in that corner while we, spray you with an AR-15.
Yeah. Lewisite is a gas that can easily penetrate clothing and rubber. So, yeah.
Oh, we didn't know that the gas mask would be ineffective.
Upon contact with the skin, the gas immediately causes extreme pain, itching, swelling, and even a rash. Large fluid-filled blisters develop 12 hours after exposure in the form of intensely severe chemical burns, and that's just skin contact with the gas. Inhaling the gas causes burning pain in the lungs, sneezing, vomiting, and pulmonary edema. Effects of mustard gas: symptomless until about 24 hours after exposure. Mustard gas is mutagenic and carcinogenic properties that have killed many subjected to it. Its primary effects included severe burns that turn into yellow fluid leaking boils over a period of time. Although treatment is available, mustard gas burns heal very, very slowly and are extremely painful. The burns the gas leaves on the skin are sometimes irreparable. It also is rumored that along with the soldiers, patients at VA hospitals were being used as guinea pigs for medical experiments involving biowarfare chemicals. But that all experiments were changed to be known as observations to ward off suspicions. They need to check their fucking writing.
Yeah.
Make it a lot of sense. Uncle Sam wants you, kids.
Yeah. You don't think you'd really be suited for field work or, mechanical side or the medicinal surgical side. You can just be a guinea pig for mustard gas. It's cool. There are other ways to serve.
Mustard's good. Can I get honey mustard?
Yeah, there's some Dijon options. Jesus Christ.
I love my Dijon.
I know it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things whether we're talking about a completely innocent person, an inmate, an enemy prisoner of war, or our own soldiers. We're still talking about people regardless, and really not a lot of people, except for that surgery monster motherfucker and some other people on this list we've talked about tonight, really deserve these things to happen to them. So it's just... fuck, this is just gross. It's just gross all around. And the fact that it's done in the name of research and we just brush it off because science. We need to know for science. Grand scheme, like that's
Tony,
the
are
thing.
you saying you don't trust the science?
No, I don't trust the science, not in these aspects, because at the end of the day, grand scheme, big picture, because it's always about the big picture, right? Like, we need to know these things because big picture. We can justify it that way. And there's not a lot on this list where I'm like,
what's 10 dead people?
Yeah, big picture, what did we actually gain for torturing and slaughtering a bunch of people? What did we gain? I'm not seeing.
I know what radiation does to a human body.
Well, really, because it only took like over 3 fucking tries, and I'm not sure we still know the correct answer. So, but yeah, and then at the same time, like this, people who voluntarily chose to serve their country, those are the people who are going to get punished.
Treated the best, only the best for our military. Tremendous,
nothing but the best. My predecessor never would have treated them this well. Never. My successor, he'll be terrible to them. He'll try to give them ketchup gas. I'll give them Dijon mustard gas.
Yeah, Grey Poupon.
Yes, Grey Poupon. Queen would have loved me. Queen didn't die under my reign. No.
Yeah.
She died. She died under Biden. You ready for me to come back yet? Queen would still be alive if I'd be president.
Still here if I was president. Yep.
We'd have a tremendous relationship.
All right, let's get to number 1.
I don't know if I'm ready for this. All right,
it's the bee's knees. It's the biggest one.
At least we know. Number 1, Project MK Ultra, Subproject 68. Here we go, folks. It's the big one. The CIA ran Project MK Ultra paid Dr. Donald Ewan Cameron for Subproject 68, which would be experiments involving mind-altering substances. The entire goal of the project was to probe examination into methods of influencing and controlling the mind and being able to extract information from resisting minds. So in order to accomplish this, the doctor took patients admitted to his Allen Memorial Institute in Montreal and conducted quote-unquote therapy on them. The patients were mostly taken in for issues of bipolar depression and anxiety disorders. The treatment they received was life-altering and scarring. In the period he was paid for, 1957 through 1964, Cameron administered electroconvulsive therapy at 30 to 40 times the normal power.
What's the normal power?
It's 30 to 40 times less than this. It sounds like a lot, though. He would put patients into a drug-induced coma for months on end and play back tapes of simple statements or repetitive noises over and over again. So not only was he electrically shocking them via torture, he would also drive them insane. That's good. The victims forgot how to talk, forgot about their parents, and suffered serious amnesia. Well, that makes sense. And all this was performed on Canadian
But they listened to the noises over and over again. How could they forget?
True. You got a point there. Science has failed. All this was performed on Canadian citizens because the CIA wasn't willing to risk such operations on Americans.
And that's how we came to get Canadian Springs.
That's really what this whole episode has been about. How we got Canadians.
Now we know. I'm fucking on to you, Canadians.
We're on to you. Fucking Chris. To ensure that the project remained funded, Cameron, in one scheme, took his experiments upon admitted children, and in one situation had the child engage in sex with high-ranking government officials and filmed it.
So he was like the original Jeffrey Epstein.
He and other MK Ultra officers would blackmail the officials to ensure more funding.
The original Jeffrey Epstein right here. Yep.
There we have it, folks. Now we know why this is number one. Not only because it's the most infamous, but also because it's torture, murder, and pedophilia. Perfect. And child porn on top of it. Fantastic. Just wait this is bases loaded. Bases loaded, and MK Ultra came up to bat and fucking knocked it out of the park.
Didn't disappoint.
No, that's
did.
Great. Oh, it's highly disappointing. But, that's one we all knew about, unfortunately. And yet.
Oh, there's so much more to
trust
that
the science, trust daddy government, and don't question anything, because we elect these people to, make decisions for us, because that stuff's scary and they know best, and we should just comply. And any attempts at,
oh no, the military, we don't even elect them.
But the people that we do elect control them, so it's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine.
So you're saying that the president can control the military,
right?
So when Donald Trump said we're going to leave Syria,
right,
and then they lied to him.
Yes,
generals of the military lied to him about how many troops we had,
right,
and then kept troops there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, okay, but like most of them, like it can't be a perfect 100%. Like, have you ever finished a game and had 100% unlocked achievements? No, you haven't. No, not without cheat codes.
Yeah, Mario 64.
Not without. No bullshit.
Mario 64. I had 120 stars.
You had a Game Shark. You had a Game Shark. I don't want to hear it. There's a Game Shark involved.
It took me like 6 months. I did it.
Look, there was a Game Shark involved, and there was a glitch. Nobody gets 100% on a video game, and neither could he. So he can only control what he can control, even though it's a majority, though, so it's fine. What's hard to understand about this?
A lot.
It's fine. There's a lot. It's very hard to understand.
So MK Ultra alone, like, that was just sub Project 68 that we talked about. There's so much more. There's so much fuckery that happened in MK Ultra, and how many people got fucked over through that whole goddamn thing. Conspiracy theorists and people that want to look into more, or if you just want to find out more about conspiracy theorists, like, there's obviously a ton of podcasts out there, but if you want like fucking like raw, real fucking crazy shit, go check out Sam Tripoli. Like, he's got podcasts all over the place. I don't think he's on YouTube as much anymore, because YouTube kept fucking with him. He's on a whole bunch of different fucking platforms now, but mostly alt platforms, because the guests he has and the shit he says. Now I'm gonna tell you flat out, I love Sam Tripoli. He's funny as shit. He's a hilarious comedian, but sometimes he's got some fucking quacks on there. So you remember listening to what was it? The dude on AM radio at like 2 a.m.
Oh yeah.
Nori, Rob Nori.
Yeah, Coast to Coast.
Yeah. So you remember you'd get the call-ins on Coast to Coast.
Yeah.
You get that crazy bitch to tell you that the leprechauns from her cereal box are trying to kill her.
Yes. Well, I mean, they probably were.
And he would just play along with it.
Yeah.
See where it goes. Like,
what else are you gonna do?
It's fun to listen to, but everybody knows that bitch is batshit crazy. And Sam kind of does it in a comedic way, so it's kind of funny. Like he just plays along and cracks jokes to like lighten the mood, going, "Hey, I think we all know this shit's crazy as fuck, but we're gonna listen to it anyway because this is good content." So it's fun to listen to. However, I'd say probably 3 out of 5 guests have credibility and got some fucking shit to say. Like 2 out of 5, it's horseshit. But 60% of the time, you get a real fucking good guest that has some real shit to say. And
it's pretty good average.
Yeah. And you learn so much weird shit. And he'll bring up these weird fucking conspiracy things that you've never heard of. And he'll, start talking about Project Mockingbird. And you're like, what the fuck is that? And then you come to find out that shit's real. Yeah. So I do give a recommendation. Check out, like, if you're interested in deep diving into some of the shit or hearing some of the shit nobody else has heard of, it's good conversation pieces when you're at a party. One, because everybody likes somebody who's got a good conspiracy theory story, especially that's provable, it's true, it's fun to talk about. It's a good conversation piece. I do recommend if you like to do shit like that, it's a good podcast to get yourself into, or just to know that, hey, your government doesn't care about you. Well, not the way you care about it. We all have these 13 stripes hanging around in our fucking houses and our garages, and Tony's got on his wall right next to him. We may love that flag, but the people that represent that flag don't love us back.
Well, that's not totally fair, though, Chicken.
99.9% of them don't love you back.
But the thing is that they've also done some great things, and I think it's only fair after talking about so much horrible things.
Who did great things?
We should talk about some of the great things, the 10 best things, that the government has done for us. I just found this. I haven't read it yet. I feel like it's going to be very enlightening.
From Market Watch.
From MarketWatch.com. I'm not going to read the paragraphs because
Market Watch has nothing to do with the economy at all, right? Like, we're not trying to make people pro-America and spend more money, right?
No. I'm not going to read the paragraphs because there's probably no need. I think that the tagline is enough. Number 1, protecting our freedoms. Fact-based.
They're going to take our guns.
Nope. Protecting our freedoms, Chicken.
Don't you say something that I don't agree with.
No, number 2, giving away the land. Okay, no, I have to read this. What?
No, they're taking away land. Eminent domain has been. I've never heard so many people argue about eminent domain until the last 5 years. I've seen billboards and signs, people pissed the government's taking away land for eminent domain for whether it be roads or parks or whatever. Giving away the land. Fuck you. They ain't giving away shit. They're making it harder to buy it.
The U.S. developed as one of the most egalitarian nations in history, mostly because the government gave away millions of acres of land and sold more at rock-bottom prices to regular people who worked from the land and made it productive. From the land of ordinance in 1785, right to the Homestead Act of 1862, the government offered cheap for free land to people who have been serfs or indentured servants in any other society. The government gave poor, hardworking people a stake in the country. Other government programs have gave away valuable mining and timberland.
They flat out called them serfs?
Yep. Sure did.
Holy fuck. That should tell you something. That should tell you a lot.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Giving away land. Number 2. What's number 3? Educating everybody. Our economy and democracy would be impossible without an educated, skilled populace. Yep. So getting to the makers. Number 4, helping us retire
I'm not so mad about education. I do think free education is actually a good thing. I don't like that there's unions involved in it. If we remove the unions, make everything, free choice, and we get to pick where we go. If you're gonna have government fucking money for education, me as a parent, I would like to choose where my kid goes. That's why I live where I live. But a lot of parents don't have that option. And there's a school fucking 2 blocks from their house that's 10 times better than the school that their kid has to go to because of fucking districting and fucking weird line. Like everybody wants to talk about how shitty lines are drawn and fucking voting and fucking how racist that is. Dude, the schools are just as bad. Like,
oh yeah,
I don't know why. I don't understand why I can't get liberals to fucking get on board with fucking school choice. It makes
it would poke a hole in their argument, so they can't do it.
Well, no, it follows their argument when it comes to redlining. It's 100% their argument with redlining. I'm like, oh, you don't like the redlining? Well, then let's have school choice. They're like, nah, fuck you, racist. What? Like,
obviously, you're racist. Yes.
Yeah, because I want black kids to be able to join the white kids' school and have a good education.
Yeah.
I want bad schools to get better because they have to compete with good schools. Like, these are good things. These are good things. Anyway, sorry.
No, and this is one of those topics we've had on this.
Oh my god!
On the live shows a lot of time. I thought you dipped into the Canadian Springs again there for a second.
No. I got my common sense makers.
Thank God. Let's see. Number 4, helping us retire with dignity. Social Security and Medicare keep millions of Americans out of poverty, allowing them to live out their lives in dignity. And these essential programs are provided by government at far less cost than would be possible from the private sector, even though we keep upping the age of retirement. And by the time we get to retirement age, all of the money that we've saved will probably be fucking gone. But yes,
my retirement over the last 2 years took a huge hit. And then not only that, have you gone into, okay, so let's say, I'm not going to do the whole, like, have you gone into a nursing home, see how they're treated? Because like a lot of those are private, for the most part, but they're paid for by Medicare many times, and or overly paid for. Like those nursing homes are like $5,000 a month a lot of times.
Oh, and they're insanely priced. Yes.
Yeah, and Medicare's paying for that. So if Medicare's paying $5,000 a month per patient in a nursing home that says holds 4, I don't know, just say 100 patients.
Yeah, right.
We'll just say 100 patients for fun. That's $500,000 a month they're getting. Yeah. Okay. So sure, I get there's drugs, there's food, there's liability, there's electricity, there's building payments, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't even come close to half of that $500,000 a month.
No. And that's
because most of the time
it's the same price gouging you have with healthcare that you have with the hospital system. Yeah, it's the same.
Your payroll, they ain't spending it on payroll. I'll fucking tell you.
No, they sure as fuck aren't. I can goddamn attest to that.
So yeah, no, fuck you when it comes to that part, because a lot of people, you want to see people die with dignity, go into a nursing home, tell me how dignified they are, especially at like 7 o'clock at night when there's nobody working and nobody's answering a call light. That aside, those are the lucky ones though. Yeah, those are the ones that make it to get there.
Yeah, that's the thing.
The
ones that don't make it to the nursing home, it's not even that glamorous.
I do agree the Medicare piece does keep people out of poverty. Like I've seen it with my mother. Sure. Like it's saved her ass a couple times on medical bills, you know.
It can work.
It can work used wisely, but but it makes people make terrible decisions because like Medicare specifically, like if you're on like a retirement payment and you go full on Medicare, they take your retirement payment. They take your money, your hard-earned retirement money. They'll take it to pay your bills. And you don't get to see a dime. You don't get to decide who gets paid. You don't you lose all autonomy.
You get an allowance.
I don't know if that's dignified.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's authoritarian.
It is.
100%. Yeah, it's so yeah. Like there's arguments for and against. I totally don't agree necessarily with that one.
As with anything, like this could be done such a better way, but they've bent it and warped it into a way that it's a fucking money-making goddamn opportunity.
Yep. And of course, this is from a website that's promoting America for profit.
Right. So number 5, improving public health. Feel like we just touched on that.
Yeah. Oh, Food and Drug Administration. The EPA. Huh.
Yeah.
These are the people that are stopping prescription drugs that are non-addictive.
Oh my God.
They're stopping prescription drugs that are non-addictive, that will stop you from being on opioids, that will stop you from fucking killing yourself with goddamn, you don't need Narcan. Like, say you did need Narcan, because we do have a fucking huge problem in this country. We've got what's the fentanyl? You know what would save so many people's lives is if all of us had a little fucking shot of Narcan, like we have an EpiPen. Like, and same thing. Why can't everybody just get an EpiPen? Like, if I had an EpiPen and I saw a kid get fucking stung by a bee, I could save his fucking life. You don't get a lot of time. Same thing with Narcan. If some fucking druggie is hitting a goddamn pipe and oh fuck, it's laced with fentanyl and he ODs, shit out of luck, bro. Unless I have Narcan on me, these things you can't get without a prescription. And even if you have a prescription, it's expensive as fuck. I have to spend $200 every 6 months to replace my kid's goddamn EpiPen, just so he can have one in his backpack when he goes to school, because some cunt will fucking eat a peanut butter jelly sandwich when he's sitting next to him. like I don't care if your kid eats peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Like, that's why I fucking spend $200 every 6 months for an EpiPen, so he knows how to stab himself in the leg in case that bitch tries to tongue him or something.
Right.
Too far?
But no, just far enough. But yeah, you're right. Like, but we'd rather push the opioids and then pretend like there's an epidemic about the opioids.
That we,
far be it from us to suggest that the government would push drugs or STDs or something on its citizens unwillingly. God, where would we ever imply?
But reefer madness.
I love the first sentence of this one. Improving public health. Many of us owe our lives, literally, to the government.
No, God, that's the grossest statement I've ever.
That might be the grossest thing ever said on this show. The greatest advances in longevity.
I can feel Brendan Roy right now. His asshole just fucking puckered so hard. He was like, oh,
it fucking closed. He will not be able to get his plug in tonight because of that sentence. Not going to happen. So tight. Sphincter so tight right now. Greatest advances in longevity are due to public sanitation measures such as water treatment, sewer systems, and trash disposal.
So those are good things.
Those are great things.
Most of those are done like trash disposal. Most of those are private.
Private sector.
Water treatment, you can still get a well. Otherwise, you could still privatize water treatment facilities, and it'd probably be a lot better. Sewer systems, it's kind of in the same goddamn realm. Continue.
Yeah. No, we're good with that one. Now let's go to 6. Fucking Christ, that was awful. Many of us owe our lives literally to the government. Building our transportation networks.
I agree with this one, actually.
Yeah, I can't really shit on this. Every major mode of transportation, from canals to airports, has received critical financial support from the government. Okay, wait, let's pause there for a second. Not just critical financial support, but bailouts like a motherfucker.
So, train industry, I don't know if they've ever needed bailed out, but like trains have been very crucial. Highway and interstate system in this country.
We never would have been able to expand west without.
Yeah. In interstates, fucking Eisenhower's fucking interstate system, fucking amazing.
Yep.
tremendous. It's perfect.
It's the best.
Fun fact, folks, if sometimes you'll see a little sign that shows like an airplane when you're driving down the interstate, that means they specifically made every interstate in this country. There's certain, I can't remember how far apart they have to be, but there has to be so many stretches of the interstate that are straight and long enough to land land Air Force One.
Yep.
That was like one of the stipulations of the interstate system is every so many miles, there's got to be a long straight stretch so you could land a very large fucking plane on the interstate and they'd be able to handle it. But you'll see the signs on there of Eisenhower Interstate System, and sometimes they'll have like a little plane showing that this is a spot where a plane can land if it needed to.
Yep. That is a fun fact. Number 7. Investing
in hold on.
Oh, the more you know, folks.
I just like gave everybody just like one of those mind-dropping fun facts. So.
You did. Still my favorite pick.
You're welcome.
Number 7, investing in communications. Communication networks like transportation systems create lots of external benefits that cannot be easily recouped by the builder. That makes them perfect for public investment. At the beginning, the post office was a government monopoly that was broken only gradually as technology advanced.
I don't totally disagree, but I think it's so far along in the communications thing to where they were able to just manipulate and abuse the whole thing. We're seeing it today. Like, Patriot Act be damned. If that wasn't around, I'm sure they would have found a fucking way to just be listening into everything anyway. And we all know they are. So, like, I catch shit sometimes to be like, dude, why you do a podcast to talk about this shit? Do you want people to really know what you're fucking thinking? I'm like, the people that matter about what I think and say and do already would know. If they cared, they would already be listening. Facebook's already been shipping off everything. That's been proven. Your Facebook Messenger things. If you talk about January 6th, that shit gets thrown in a nice little neat package and handed to the FBI as soon as they ask for it. So like, I don't know.
Sorry.
You're being watched.
You are being watched
moment.
All the fucking time, folks. There's a reason you fucking see the ads about the shit that you talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Connect with us.
Okay, hold on. About those ads, seriously, I fucking bought it. I was looking for it so I could buy it, and then I bought it. You don't have to show me the ads after I bought it. Are you not smart enough to know that I bought it? Like, what the fuck?
That is annoying as shit. Like, I got it. It's in my possession now. I don't need to see the ad.
And you know what's more annoying is when they show you an ad for something with a fucking way better deal, and you're like, God damn, I'm fucked.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what pisses you off even more about it. Because when I'm buying something big, I make a big purchase. Like, okay, I've been researching gun safes. I need to get a new gun safe. Like, my kid's getting old enough now that my old wooden one, like, he's
not gonna cut it. Yeah,
he can punch hard. He punched me in the stomach a couple months ago, and it kind of hurt. So I'm like, all right, he could fucking break into my current gun cabinet. So I need a safe. I need a metal locking fucking safe now. And so I spent fucking weeks researching. So of course I'm getting ads. Fucking everything's popping up of guns, like, which I don't mind. I don't mind gun ads. Sometimes they're fun. Right. Sometimes they're cool shit. And like, I'm like, oh God, maybe I need that. But
yeah.
But then I buy my gun safe, and I never got an ad for a gun safe. I only got ads for like gun accessories, holsters, and like fucking straps, and like shit, all kinds of shit, but not a safe. I buy the safe. It's being shipped here. It's on its way.
Yeah.
And like the last 2 days, nothing but ads for gun safes.
Yep.
I'm like, I researched them for fucking probably a good week and a half before I made my purchase, and now I'm getting them. Like, fuck you, cunt. Sorry.
Yeah, they missed the mark. They really missed the mark with the ads. That is unfortunate. If you're gonna eavesdrop on my shit, at least do it in a timely manner.
Do a good job.
Got to do better. Let's build back better, Amazon. Come on, Bezos.
Build back better.
Build back better. Build back better, Build-A-Bear. Number 8, building our energy supply.
Not anymore.
I mean, no, not so much. That's just, yeah.
But we're going green. We're going to go green.
Yeah. Green New Deal and all that.
Farting cows.
Oh, this is about as broad as it gets. Number 9, inventing the future.
Oh, because NASA's been back to the moon. Oh, wait.
Here we go. The space program and defense research continue to spin off benefits to our economy because NASA and the Pentagon demanded highly reliable and lightweight components. Advancements in medicine, electronic communication, materials, and manufacturing were accelerated by decades. Thousands of products in everyday use are spin-offs from the space program, from titanium golf clubs and running shoes to GPS and MRI. And all right, I can understand, but at least you, at the same time, you still got to understand that these were still these were still things that were being developed. And yes, maybe they were streamlined because of something like NASA, but if we were already on the cusp, we were already on the cusp. So it's not like we have to thank NASA and kiss their ass.
How's NASA's rocket launch going?
I don't. A private citizen seems to have more successful rocket launches lately than NASA. That's strange.
Delayed again today.
Times like this, I'm like, God damn it! These fucking flat earthers are going to start having shit to brag about.
Probably. Yeah.
I mean, really. I'm like, at this point, I'm like, okay, you know what? Actually, some proof.
Tony, do you
fucking
ever actually went to the moon?
Did we go?
Did we land on the moon?
We actually talked about this one night, and I think we did, and I think a lot of the footage is probably fucking doctored. Let's be frank, but I think we did go, and if we did go, I think we either A, went way before we said we did, or B, it was well after we said we did, and we just can't release the footage.
Because there's monsters and aliens on the...
Well, for whatever reason, I think we have been. I think we've got enough technology to understand that, yeah, we've been there. But yeah, I think a lot of the footage has been doctored. Actually, I mean, you can look at the footage. There used to be a lot of good footage on YouTube that really...
there's kind of so much.
There still is.
There
still is, but there used to be a lot better footage of a lot of the extended cuts of the moon footage that were like, oh wait, we didn't see this edit. This wasn't left in the video I saw. And like, wait, what the fuck? The one I remember specifically was they're on the phone with Houston or whoever, and they're talking. It sounds kind of like they're reading from a script, and then the transmission ends. And the whole time you're seeing the Earth from like a pinhole because they're so far away. And then like a sheet falls off the window and it's like they're barely outside of orbit because the Earth is fucking huge. And you're like, wait, what the fuck? And it is weird. Yeah. So I think a lot of that footage probably was doctored. I mean, a lot of people have torn it apart for years, but I don't think that means we haven't been. I don't think that. I think we have been.
Yeah.
And it's either been way before or way after.
Yeah, I question if we've been there or not. I just the fact that we suck at it right now.
Yeah.
50 years later.
That is concerning.
That's a huge red flag.
Yeah, and that's why the flat Earth thing got so much momentum. It's 2022.
Fucking years now. Yeah. I'm not going to go as far as say flat Earth's a fucking reality, but I have questions about I have questions about Antarctica, but I'm not going to say flat Earth's a fucking thing. However, like it's been 50 years and we suck at this.
I don't understand why we haven't been back. I don't either. But we're still able to send fucking rovers to Mars.
Yeah.
Now you would think if we're able to send a fucking RC car to Mars,
been more realistic to send rovers to the moon than to
exactly.
Like, the moon doesn't have an atmosphere. Its gravity level is so goddamn low.
Yes.
Like,
that's the thing. We couldn't piggyback somebody off the fucking trip, sending the rover to Mars. We couldn't dump a rover off on the moon on the way by or something. Over 50 years, we couldn't figure it. Come on. Why do we not have a fucking 24/7 rover on the moon right now that we can pull up on NASA.com and watch? It's just driving around up there. Hell, for fucking $30 a month, you can drive the fucking thing on the moon via remote control.
I like it.
Why?
You can get your own remote control car.
Why are we not doing that? Why can't we do that?
Tony, that's $1 billion idea you need to pitch to Elon.
It should be. Yet here
you go. TikTok video. Tag Elon.
All right. Boom. All right. What is the best thing that the government has done for us?
Last but not least.
I need a drum roll. Defeating totalitarianism.
Oh my God. I just threw up in my mouth.
The United States has faced few serious external threats in its 235 years of independence. When it did, the government spent trillions of dollars to defend us from the forces of fascism and communism.
Fail. Jesus Christ. But everything's racist and everything's fascist. And communism's like socialism and communism are great things now. We have Bernie Sanders. I mean,
I'm wanting to get asking for your money.
Even though I own 3 houses, and
I need your money. Look,
yeah.
I don't want to sell any of my houses, so you're gonna
have
to give me some of your money.
Billionaires. I'm just mad at the millionaires.
Yeah. Just
because capitalism's bad.
It's so bad. Look, my house, my central air, it went out. It's been tough times for all of us. So I went to one of my other 2 houses.
That last one was just so obnoxious.
Yeah, it really was. I knew you were going to love that.
Jesus Christ.
I like that was the most offensive thing we talked about tonight, other than, Dr. Monster, no anesthesia surgery, and infect soldiers with Agent Orange.
I'm glad you had fun with that.
Yeah, I did. That was nice. No, it was a defeating totalitarianism that got you.
So I can sum this up. I'm going to sum up the whole show real quick.
Please do.
What Tony showed there was called propaganda.
Yes, it was.
It was a very good attempt at making you believe in the things that America wants you to believe in. No, I'm not saying America's all bad. Not everything's bad here. The things that we are supposed to stand up for, supposed to live up to, are all great things. They're all fantastic things. And then we get to look at our history and we get to see the things that have been admitted. Now, mind you, those are only the things that have been admitted, apologized for, researched, and confirmed. Do you think there's not more? Most of those only date back to the 70s or before. Do you think in the last 50 years there hasn't been some fuckery? We know the Vietnam War was started by a fake fucking goddamn attack on a ship. Didn't happen. There was a lot of questions about a lot of things, including, what got us into Iraq and what led up to 9/11, what happened, COVID. There's fuck tons of questions on COVID that are yet to be unanswered or to be answered. There's a lot of fuckery at foot these days. And here's the problem. We're in the age of information to where all of this is easily accessible, which I know kids, all of you like 25 and under are like, what are you talking about? I've always had all this shit at my fingertips. Tony and I grew up in an age where you either had to watch the news, buy a newspaper, or hear word of mouth.
Yeah.
The internet wasn't always the thing. Smartphones weren't always the thing for us. And we remember back in the day when you were just told America's great, you need to fight for your country, and these people are bad. And we all went, her America. But now, when you get to see both sides of that, we're in a weird generation where you kind of go, you guys were fucking lying.
Yeah.
And so you know what happens? Listen here. You know what happens when somebody you love lies to you? When somebody that you really, really love, girlfriend, family member, whoever it is, when they lie to you about something big, it's hard to trust them again, isn't it? You ever been cheated on? You ever have a family member steal from you? Yeah, that hurts. That hurts deep, right? To build that trust back takes a long time. Tony and I grew up in an age where America was our shit. And we grew up to find out they were fucking lying. It's hard to trust them. Whether it be Trump or Biden or Obama or Bush or fucking go all the way back. They're all fucking liars. They're all fucking crooked. Every goddamn one of them that's elected, they're all fucking crooked one way or another.
Bill Cosby.
Yeah. They're going to keep lying. They're going to keep not caring that they're lying. You'll know they're lying, and then they'll tell you and gaslight you that, oh no, that didn't happen. You saw something else. Even though it's right in front of your face. That's basically what we read tonight was shit that your government's done to you, your family, your friends, and your ancestors, and fucking you goddamn, you name it. It's still happening today. We just haven't heard about it yet. So keep waving your goddamn flags and hopes for a better tomorrow. And then all the commies, Antifas, and revolutionaries out there, in a way, I kind of support your goddamn fight, but I think you're fighting the wrong battle. A lot of times, like, we just need to get better people in there. Anyway, it's not even a rant. It's just, I try not to be black-pilled, trying to stay.
It's hard not to.
Yeah, trying to stay optimistic. Because Tony, I'll throw it to you. Do you think it's too far gone? Do you think it's just like the empire of America and the cheating and stealing and killing and the let's call it the Eddie Guerrero version of America is what we're living through right now? The lie, cheat, and steal. Do you think there's hope to come back from it, or is it too far gone? Is it too big? Is it worth saving?
I think really the more fascinating question is, how far back does it go? Because I really think it probably starts. Yeah, day one. Agreed. Like it is. It's day one because it has to be. Because the way it's set up now, I think that's really the epitome of the entire Revolutionary War, the Civil War. It all dates back to the corruption, the lying, the cheating, the stealing, to get the public to do what you want it to do. I think that's really kind of the basis of this country.
Yeah. The premise of that America was founded on, like, we're going to leave the crown and we're going to build our own country. But it was like, to me, like, this is the most black-pilled version of it you can think of, is that the founding fathers were like, how can we create a system like the crown has, but make the people feel like they're in charge when they're not?
How can we take tyranny and make it feel like freedom?
Yes.
And that's really
the most black-pilled version you can find.
It is, but and it has to be. It has to go all the way back there. So I don't know that you're ever going to be able to see. Is it too far gone? Probably. Because, okay, say there's a zombie apocalypse or a fucking Armageddon-like scenario. Here's the thing. The remnants of that in the society that would be built back from that is still going to be built based off of the seedlings of a tyranny based off of a lie, which is freedom. And I'm not going to say we're not free. We are free in a lot of aspects. It's just not the way that you think it is. So
it's still better.
It's better than a lot of places. We do, and that's the thing that we probably should say.
Yeah,
we should say that.
Better than all places, but there's room for improvement. And
oh yeah,
but it's not.
We're fucking pardoning goddamn murder surgeons for fuck's sake, and infecting our own soldiers with Agent Orange, and fucking slipping goddamn random Johns LSD and shit to instead of getting them laid. Come on, people.
Yeah,
it's not. There's no innocence. There's no innocence here, and I understand. If you watch any fucking season of the X-Files, and you're going to see it. Like, this is what we're talking about. We're talking about the Alphabet Foundation's thinking big picture. Look, you got to crack some fucking eggs to make an omelet. Yeah, some people have to fall the wayside to make the better tomorrow for the majority. Well, sometimes that better tomorrow in the majority, it doesn't really pan out that way. And that's where you have the Manhattan Projects and the like. Really, it was for the benefit of fucking nobody other than the curiosity of a few. And that's really the most disgusting part. That's really the most disappointing part. The curiosity of the few at the expense of the many. It's taking that tyranny that's disguised as freedom and putting it on the people unwilling and putting it on the unknown and putting it on people who otherwise would have had nothing to do with any of it to begin with. When you punish the innocent, hell, even when you punish the uninnocent for crimes that weren't justified for the torture that they have to go through because of simple curiosity in the name of science, quote unquote, was it worth it? Was it worth it? Does the data we get from that really justify the means? I don't know. I don't know, and I don't think so.
Anybody who believes in the ends justify the means are not out to help you.
Yeah, because they're going to disregard any hurt feelings and any bystanders that are innocent or not.
Unless
what they want
helps them. Yeah.
Yeah. It's really that simple.
Ends justify the means is the easiest form of political, I guess, hypocrisy.
Yeah.
But you can't here's some advice too. And Phil said this to me before and I've heard it several times, but the more and more I think about it, but like when you like call somebody a hypocrite for a political belief or an issue, it does no good. It's not useful. It doesn't take you anywhere. It just puts them like offsets them and makes them like dig their heels into an argument even deeper.
Yeah.
However, there's also the unique circumstance. I guess it's not even that unique anymore of the people that like when you're like, oh, this is an obvious hypocrisy. So then you start counteracting with questions to make them realize their hypocrisy, because that's the best way to combat that. Now, sometimes they'll be like, oh, yeah, I guess, yeah, I kind of sound like an asshole right now. That's a good person. A good person will go, oh, fuck, yeah. Like, when you put it that way, I sound like an asshole. However, there's less and less of that these days because the talking points are so straightforward. You are a whatever. You're an identity. When you start seeing
a brand.
Yeah. Well, they brand you as a white, straight, cis male, fucking all these terms. When like we argued with Tom about this fucking one night, and I knew it was wrong, and I guess I hadn't spent enough time fucking arguing my point or thinking about it. But like, this is why I hate labels so goddamn much, because one, it's tribal. Two, it's completely untrue. Whatever label you think you are, if you think you're a white, straight, cis male, you're not. You're more than that. Jesus fucking Christ. And what is a white cis male? What is that supposed to mean? Is that supposed to mean you're evil? Is that automatically bad? What if you're a black, gay, whatever? Like, I don't even know.
Most people are a product of their surroundings, so a label is irrelevant.
But like, you're more than those stupid fucking labels. And I think that's why I hate them so much, is that's taken taking a very complicated conversation and trying to wrap it up into this nice little bow that doesn't fit. It doesn't fit any of you. It doesn't fit me. It doesn't fit you. It doesn't fit Tony. It doesn't fucking fit anybody. Stop trying to, things are complicated, people. Stop trying to wrap them up into a nice little bow and just listen. Fucking listen once in a while and go, huh, you know what? They were right about that. I fucking hate their politics. I hate their thoughts on most things. Maybe they fucking, you're a one issue type person. Maybe you hate abortions and they like abortions. But you know what? There's other shit they like that you like too. It's like, fucking stop putting your shit into a bubble in a box and fucking thinking that that's how you can like achieve greatness in the world. These bubbles, these boxes are what fucking divide the world and why we have fucking riots and protests and fucking people being shot because of political beliefs, a guy getting run down in North Dakota, a fucking Trump supporter getting shot in the chest in fucking, what was that, Seattle or fucking some shit. Maybe it was Portland. I don't fucking know. That's why you have Antifa protesters getting the shit kicked at them by fucking Proud Boys. Like, that's why this shit happens, because you're all fucking falling for it. You're all falling for it. Be an individual. You know what? Being an individual has very seldomly gotten me in trouble. And when it does, I get to explain my position without anybody else having to fucking counteract it, because I'm the only one making that call. Now, stop being in a box in a bubble. It's fucking useless.
Everybody's unknowingly a hypocrite. It's just how determined are you to be loyal to that hypocrisy?
Yeah, I'm a huge hypocrite.
Everybody is unknowingly.
Yeah,
because once you realize it, once it's shown to you, oh shit, I didn't realize that side of it. I guess that would make me a hypocrite. In this
if
regard.
You've never had that
how
moment,
determined are you to stick to your guns on?
Yeah. Anybody watching, if you ever had that moment, if you've ever had that moment where somebody says something and you're like, fuck, I was wrong. God damn it, shit, and then you admit it, good for you. If you had that moment and you refuse to admit it and you still fucking stuck to your position that you just found out was shit, you're sheep. You're an NPC. You're nothing. Give up.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, like, I was gonna say something terrible after that, but can't say that on YouTube.
Yeah, all right.
Unplug. How about that? Unplug yourself.
Unplug it. That's putting it nicely. Very nice. Way to restrain.
Yes, a lot of restraint there.
Yeah, lots. Jeez. All right. Well, on that cheery note, this has been a dark as fucking depressing episode, but we had a lot of good discussion here, and really took it back to the roots of the Dog and Chicken Show, where we did this recorded and it was just you and I talking about real shit. So this is kind of nice.
It is. We should do more of these. I know not
my nipples are so hard.
I know not everybody likes these pre-recorded ones, but
well, they can
honestly,
fuck off.
Our best here's the deal, Tony. I looked at all of our audio versions, our live versions, our pre-recorded video, everything. You know what gets the best results on viewership? Any guesses?
Pre-record politics or opinions. Yeah.
Pre-recorded politics and sports.
Yep. There you go.
They're timeless.
Yeah.
And they get more hits. They just do. So sorry, live viewers, we love you, but god damn it. Like, we have to do these sometimes because we need clicks, we need subscribers, and you live viewers obviously ain't helping out with that because
you need to be sharing more. Obviously,
we haven't been going.
Share it with everybody, motherfuckers. Jesus, not just I like the stream. No, share it with everybody. Share it with people you like. Share
it's
it with
not about you having a good time. It's about all of us having a good time, and you need more people in here having a good time.
We're not talking about you. We're talking about us, the government.
Yeah. No.
Don't listen
to Tony.
All right, I got one last shot. Do you get any shooters?
Yep, I think I do.
Tony's like, God damn it, Chicken's gonna take another shot on a Sunday night before we fucking. Yeah, folks, this is Sunday night. We're recording this, so we both have to work tomorrow morning. So this should be a good day tomorrow. It is. It's about 11:20 p.m. right now.
I got a Captain Morgan white rum. I don't know why these got worse as the night went.
Yeah. I poured me a shot of my Makers because, well, it's hour 3. Fuck you, Justin. Mister, I want to double if I can't get it.
Yeah, we're going to get ahead of that. All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's do it.
Ooh, that's not bad. Oh, damn. Ooh, that's not bad. I don't even know if they still make that shit, but that's not bad.
Yeah, I don't know if I should have chose to do that. This is.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
This is 108 proof.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
mine wasn't. Mine was 80.
Yeah. Whew.
I'm gonna give my Blue Chair Bay banana rum cream the top spot. This
really?
Captain
Is it
Morgan.
That good?
It's really good. It's really fucking good.
Is that made by what? Kenny Chesney?
I think it is. I think you're
sure
right.
Blue Chair Bay is Kenny Chesney's.
Yeah, Caribbean rum with real cream and caramelized banana flavor. Yeah, this one's really good. This Captain Morgan white rum, that's surprisingly good. This watermelon pucker tastes like shit. So, yeah, fuck that. For those of you who are like, 16, 17 and female, you'll probably still love it with Sprite and ice in a Casey's cup.
Yeah.
So enjoy, or UV vanilla or UV blue. I was in high school once too.
We were all there.
Oh God, I chugged like 3/4 of a bottle of UV vanilla vodka in high school. Puked my goddamn guts out. All right, anyway. Take it home.
With all that being said, folks. Wait. All that being said, thank you for joining us. Thank you for tuning in, folks. We appreciate you. We love you. We will see you hopefully next week for a live show. There's a lot of shit going on. It's harvest. Tony and Phil are busy. I'm heading into the holiday season, so we're gonna do our best to have live shows as often as possible. But you might see some pre-records, okay? That's just the reality of the situation.
Sorry.
And you know what? Those of you that stuck around this long, love you, of course.
Yes.
The reason we did it this week, I'm going to go get my mom, who hasn't stayed at my house in a few years. I'm going to drive her up here to South Dakota and show her, my new digs and let her have some fun up here, show her around. She's never been to South Dakota. Even when I lived here before, I never had her up here. So it's a new experience for her, and it's mom time. I got to take care of my mom. And then it's me and my wife's 15th anniversary next week.
Wow.
So I got to do that. That's on Thursday, or wait, Wednesday? I can't remember.
So it's this week.
6th. It's on the 6th. I know the date. I don't know what day of the week it is. Anyway,
it's coming up.
I got important shit to deal with this week, and I know Tony's busy Thursday. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm on the kiddo duty.
What important things did you have going on Thursday? Just curious.
No, it wasn't me. It's my wife for once. Actually, I'll give my wife credit. Like, this might be the third time this year, for the first time in like a decade, that she's actually like done something on her own. So she's coming out of her shell. So I encourage that every chance she gets. Anytime she's like, well, I was going to talk, just do it. I don't care what it is. Just do it. No, it was a whole week. I don't care. Just go do it. You remember what people are like? I know you don't. Just reintroduce yourself to society. Go be with people that aren't like 6, 5, or 2 and your immediate children. Let's remember what other people are like. Yeah, that's great. Just go. It'll be fine. We'll manage. We'll make it work.
Great. It's great.
So yeah, I try to encourage her to go back out in society as much as I can.
I did confirm.
So not this Thursday, but next
following,
Thursday
yes.
is me and my wife's anniversary on the 6th.
Yes.
But I will have my mother. I'm driving down that 29th, this coming Thursday, when this is airing, the day this is airing. Right now, I probably, when you're hearing this, I probably just got my mom here, cook some food, and we're probably playing Skip-Bo or Uno.
So your anniversary is next Thursday.
Next Thursday. So we're not doing a live show next Thursday.
Right. Okay. So if we do a live show next week, it'll be Friday.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll do it Friday.
Good to know.
And unless like my wife can't get Thursday off, then maybe I take her out Friday.
Okay.
So
we'll figure it out before then, folks.
We'll figure it out. Maybe we'll pre-record again. I don't fucking know. It's a touchy week, folks. I can't override the wife's call next week. So maybe it's a fucking poultry free night. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, thank you.
Yes.
Appreciate you. Love you. We'll see you all on the next show. I don't have anything else. Do you, Tony?
No. All I was gonna say is no.
All right.
Thanks for joining. This was great. Those of you who stuck it out this long, like Chicken said, thank you very much. And you audio listeners who clearly have nothing but energy with your lives, you're really the backbone of this show.
You're the best.
You are the best. All right. I got the video chalked up. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Where'd it go? Got it.
What video are you doing? What are you
The
talking
outro.
about? Oh, here, I got it. And see if it just smooths itself out.
Back, tell you what I'll do. If I ever get back, I promise to refabricate you. Raging rivers of gold. That's what the brochure advertised. And now we're lost. We gotta take it down. Let you down slow.